Ano ang mangyayari kung hindi ka kakain ng kanin and other high-carb foods in 1 month? Pagtatalakayan natin yan today. First, we have to quantify. Ano ba yung rice na bawal? So, lahat ng kanin. White rice, red rice, brown rice, or kahit anumang rice, wala muna. At ano naman yung mga pagkaing high carb? Yung high carb, ito yung matataas sa blood sugar, nakakapagpataas ng blood sugar. It can be in the form of fructose, o di kaya simple sugars, o di kaya other complex carbohydrates like starch. Yung hindi lang bawal dito na complex carbohydrates are fiber. So, yung mga green leafy vegetables, okay lang yon. Yung mga cruciferous vegetables tulad ng broccoli, tulad ng cauliflower, and then yung mga ibang mga produce like pepino, bell peppers, eggplants, okay lang yon. Yung sayote, okay lang din in moderation. But wala munang patatas, wala munang bread, wala munang noodles, wala munang pasta, wala munang pandesal, walang tinapay, walang oatmeal, walang quinoa, walang balsamic rice, walang kahit anong starch, even barley, wheat, and others. Again, hindi ito yung green barley na usong-uso ngayon ha, yung powdered form because that is coming from grass barley. Yung barley, yun talaga yung grain na barley. So, bawal din yon. Granola, yung mga muesli, and kung ano-ano pang mga corn products including cereals. So, wala muna yon. Kung bawal yon, ano na lang yung kakainin? Any animal meat products, any meat, seafood, poultry products like eggs, pwede yon. And what you can pair it up with are vegetables, green leafy vegetables, and other cruciferous vegetables and other low-carb produce na na-mention na natin. Check the safe list. So, ano yung mangyayari? In 1 month, first day sa simula, kung galing kayo sa high carb at sanay kayong kumain ng mga carbs, especially the simple sugars, meron pang soft drinks, desserts, candies, chocolates, initially, magkakaroon kayo ng withdrawal symptom. So the first 3 days, pwedeng uminit yung inyong ulo, pwede kayong manghina, pwede kayong parang nagkakaroon ng vertigo, halos hihimatayin yung iba, parang kumukulo yung sikmura. Yun yung pwedeng mangyari during the first 3 days. But, mangyayari lang yon kung wala kayong kakaining iba. But if you will eat the one in our food list, yung safe list sa atin, kahit pa mag-pork chop ka, kahit pa mag-fried chicken ka, mag-adobo, mag-humba in Cebu, or lechon paksiw or any other lutong pambahay na ulam, pair it up with vegetables if you like, and make sure na tama ito sa asin so that you will not have electrolyte imbalance, headache, palpitations, panghihina, init ng ulo, yung parang nahihilo, all of those side effects will actually not happen. Huwag munang mag-fasting. Kumain lang anytime you want during those first 3 days at magugulat kayo that even if marami yung kinain nyo during those first 3 days na wala munang carbohydrates, heavy carbs, and rice, you will still lose weight. Good news, it is a weight that is important na mawala. Bad news, pwede itong madaling makuha. Pwede itong bumalik easily if you will also easily go back sa old ways of eating ninyo because the initial weight na mawawala is called water weight. Ito yung water retention brought about by insulin effect. Kasi for the longest time, if hindi kayo naglo-low carb, yung inyong katawan ay parati lang nagkakaroon ng need to retain salt and water because of that insulin need sa katawan, because of insulin rise coming from insulin rise na pagtaas hindi yung kanin, because of the insulin spike from rice, from pasta, from tinapay, from pandesal, from soft drinks, from desserts, from pastries, from kakanin. All of those carbs are actually going to spike your insulin. And that spike of insulin will also make you retain more fluids. And also, that is linked into fluid retention, hypertension, pagtaas ng blood pressure, and many other problems. And so, after 3 days, slowly, you will become adjusted. And sa pag-adjust nyo na nga ito, makikita nyo na hindi na kayo maghahanap ng carbs. Make sure to eat the right way. After 1 week, yung weight loss, hindi na siya ganon ka grabe, but there will still some degree of weight loss, especially na slowly you will become adapted, hindi na kayo mag-overeat. And after 2 weeks, magugulat na lang iba, bakit biglang wala na akong ganang kumain? Bakit biglang parang hindi na ako ganon ka naghahanap ng usual kong mga hinahanap na pagkain? Wala na akong masyadong cravings. So actually, those are signs na fat adapted na kayo, and that is good news. Maganda yan. Ibig sabihin, sa mga gusto pang magpapayat, ibig sabihin nun, if ever meron na kayong fat adaptation, your body already knows na meron kayong extra taba na pwedeng magamit as energy. So that's why kapag kumain kayo, hindi na kayo ganon ka nagugutom o di kaya hindi na ganon karami yung kailangan yung kainin, mas madali kayong mabubusog because your body can just compensate. If kailangan nyo ng 2,000 kilocalories of energy in a day, and then mga 1,000 kilocalories pa lang, busog na kayo, or 1,500, the remaining 500 calories that you need will actually be supplied by your own body fat. So yun yung maganda. At yung maganda dito, you don't need to also worry na baka mangayayat kayo o mawala yung inyong muscles in your body. But because this time, kung meron mang mawawala, it's actually the fat weight and hindi yung muscles. Make sure you are increasing your protein intake para po hindi ito mas bumagsak. Hindi kayo mangangayayat. And after 2 weeks, you can now resume. Kung gusto nyo mag-exercise, pwede na kayong mag-add ng exercise. Pakonti-konti lamang, especially for those na ayaw ng mas pumayat pa. If ayaw nyo ng mas pumayat pa, this is the best time for you to incorporate exercise. Huwag biglain. Because kung bibiglain nyo ito, your muscles na baka hindi pa sanay to use ketones and fatty acids as source of energy, ay baka maghanap kayo ng glucose ulit. So, slowly but surely, maybe start with just 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes, and then 15 minutes, and then up to 30 minutes in a day. And also, meron namang ibang exercises. We have fitness coach na part na rin ng ating low carb community that I'm sure can help you kung gusto nyong mag-build ng muscles. Because if we want to have a good kind of weight, it should be a lean body mass weight. Ito yung weight na nanggaling sa muscles, galing sa bones, at hindi lang galing sa taba. And of course, no more excess water. At huwag kayong mabibigla na in as short as 3 to 2 weeks, pwedeng bumagsak yung inyong blood sugar to a very low level na hindi nakakatakot ha, but it can be dangerous kung meron na kayong iniinom na gamot. That's why if you have to start low carb, kung meron ng mga gamot, we want you to do it the guided way. Dapat may guidance ng doktor, or at least you have adequate knowledge kung ano yung kailangan ninyong malaman, what to adjust, how to adjust, and how to monitor properly so that pagbalik nyo sa inyong doktor, your endocrinologist, your cardiologist can actually allow you to work with you to lessen your food intake or lessen your medication intake rather. Yun actually yung nangyayari sa mga enrollees natin sa ating diabetes masterclass and hypertension masterclass. We don't tell them to stop their medications, but what they can do is i-diary nila kung ano yung kanilang result every day, at minimum twice a day monitoring for hypertensive, and minimum 4 times a day blood glucose monitoring for those that are diabetic. And after 2 weeks or 1 month, babalik sila sa kanilang endocrinologist and cardiologist, showing them kung ano yung kanilang daily monitoring at kung ano yung kanilang kinakain and their own standard. Yung popular nilang traditional doctors, cardiologists, and endocrinologists actually are the ones na kumukonte, nagre-reduce ng kanilang gamot because each doctor can know when the patient no longer needs medication. Pero yun nga lang, minsan merong stigma na kapag sinasabing nag-low carb, akala nila keto agad and natatakot sila na it's dangerous. But it's not. It's actually just reducing the insulin in your body to make sure na magkakaroon muna ng experience yung katawan natin. How it feels like to have that parang fasting period, yung regular na period na nakasanayan ng ating biochemistry, ng ating biology. Because noong unang panahon, hindi talaga available ang pagkain the way it is very available now. And don't be surprised na in just a matter of 1 month, by 30 days, coming from third week, going to fourth week, yung mga uric acid pwedeng bumaba, yung SGPT, SGOT, liver enzymes, it can normalize yung mga babaeng hindi nadadatnan noon because of PCOS, pwedeng magkaroon ng menstruation agad-agad. And mind you, marami rin pong bigla-biglang nabubuntis because they thought hindi na sila nabubuntis because they've been infertile for so long. But when they did low carb, yun, nagkakaroon pa ng twins just like my sister-in-law, nagkaroon ng twins, and my sister also, and my other sister-in-law na hindi man naplano but biglang buntis agad. That's how amazing low carb nutrition is. It can heal you not just on the outside but also from the inside. Hindi lang yung weight na babagsak, but it's actually your inner cells, your inner body that's going to heal. At hindi ito hocus pocus, hindi ito parang makakala nating mga miracle cure or anuman. Ito ay built-in, natural na sa katawan ng tao. Kayang-kaya nating i-heal majority of our illness, our body. Meron siyang mekanismo how to heal itself. Kung for the longest time, hindi pa kayo nag-manifest ng sakit, it's actually because your body kaya pa niyang i-counter yung mga side effects ng mga bad habits natin. But eventually, nare-reach yung limit, at kapag na-reach na nga yung limit, doon na lumalabas. And so, good thing, habang buhay pa tayo, meron pang pag-asa. Reversal is almost always achievable. Okay? But, yon yung importanteng but. It should be done the right way. Kailangan mabigyan ng pagkakataon ang katawan natin that it can cleanse itself, and that is through fasting, and also no longer add toxin in our body. Huwag nang magdagdag pa ng basura sa ating katawan, and that is by eating clean, eating non-processed foods, eating less carbohydrates, eating less toxins, less sugar, less seed oils. Focus on nutrient-dense foods na nasa ating JGC Rojo food list. So, what to expect after 1 month? By research, they say that up to 70% average, 70% of your illness will be addressed. So, imagine kung for the longest time, sobrang tagal mo nang tinatry na baguhin yung iyong results sa laboratories, pababain yung iyong blood sugar, pababain yung blood pressure, but hindi pa rin effective, maybe you should not just depend on medicines. You should not just depend on mga medications na nabibili, but maybe you should really look into what you are eating. And if you need guidance, we are here for you. Marami po tayong videos in YouTube. And also, thank you to more than 100,000 subscribers today. Natanggap po natin yung Silver Play Button Award. So maraming salamat po. I'm not very familiar with that. Mga 2 weeks ago ko lang nalaman na meron palang ganyan. And I'm so happy na, yun nga, it's a milestone then. So, maraming salamat. The way that you are showing up here, 2,739 live viewers right now, and also supporting us in many of our platforms, sharing our advocacy, sharing, especially yung mga enrollees namin sa masterclass who are also sharing their knowledge sa kanilang family, and sharing sa kanilang timeline, sa messenger, or kahit chismis lang. Oh, chismis lang. Kahit hindi sa social media na meron silang nalaman ganito, that can already add to our overall na progress when it comes to helping each and everyone na maging knowledgeable about low carb. Hindi man kaya ng lahat maging low carb, pero at least they already know about it. It's a tool for them that kung darating yung panahon na feeling nila kakailanganin nila lang mag-improve ng kanilang way of life, maybe that's the time that they can reconsider. So, yun lang muna for now. I still have another meeting on hold. Maraming salamat for always being with us. And if you wish to know more, message nyo lang po yung admins natin, and also in our official Facebook page for enrollment, yung LCF Masterclass by yours truly, Dr. Josephine Grace C. Rojo. Maraming salamat po. Always remember to stay low carb so that we all stay safe. Much love to all of you. Maraming salamat.